I was chosen by God. I have apostles. I help the blind to see. I save souls. But unlike the chosen one sent before, God will never let you take me.
Hey, what's going on, video game fans, and more specifically, Far Cry 5 fans? We got a lot of new information on the next upcoming Far Cry game. Heading over to Polygon.com, Charles Hall writes, Far Cry 5 DLC will add zombies, Martian spiders, and a time-traveling trip to Vietnam. So, kind of freaking out a little bit right now, guys. I'm already super stoked for Far Cry 5 to come out. Far Cry 3 is my favorite game of all time. Far Cry is my favorite franchise of all time. When they announced Far Cry 5 and the Hope County, Montana setting that it's in, and the fact that it follows this religious cult, everything sounds so rad about this game. But now here we have it. Now here we have this awesome looking season pass that has 3 different pieces of DLC. So you have the zombies mode, which they're calling Dead Living Zombies, and in that picture you can see what looks like 2 characters, so I'm guessing it's probably cooperative. And you see the first character there, he's holding up an SMG, and then behind him you see a gentleman who's holding a shotgun. Actually, no, you know what? That might be an assault rifle. Yeah, he's holding an assault rifle. And they're being surrounded by zombies. Then you have Hours of Darkness, which this is going to be your Viet Cong DLC. So you're going to be going to Vietnam, and you're going to be in some thick vegetation. It almost looks like an Arnold Schwarzenegger, one of his old school movies. What was it, like Commando or something like that? You see that character there that's very reminiscent of Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's holding the assault rifle, he's got the bandana on, and then you see some Vietnamese people heading his direction, and in the background you can see a huge explosion going off, and then there is some helicopters flying into the sunset. Then the last piece of DLC, which is appropriately titled Lost on Mars, that's going to be the Alien Spider DLC that they were talking about up top. So it looks like you're going to be on Mars. You see the astronaut there. He's got some kind of futuristic looking weapon in his hand. He's got jetpacks on. You see the spiders all over the planet. All of these seem to have an 80s aesthetic to them, and if anyone's ever played Blood Dragon, which was some previous Far Cry DLC add-on content, which was received very well overall, and it also had that 80s aesthetic to it. So I love the fact that Ubisoft and Far Cry is continuing with these 80s-esque type of DLC packs. This kind of reminds me a lot of what Call of Duty is doing with their DLC, which their DLC is very well received. Whenever they do the zombie add-on packs and map packs and all that extra content, people eat it up. This is another way for Ubisoft to get some microtransactions, to make some extra money on the game. Hopefully they do it not egregiously. 2017 was definitely the year of the microtransaction and all the stuff that happened with Battlefront. Let me get that right. And other games, having those nasty microtransactions. Hopefully Ubisoft gets it right. I'm sure they will. More news. We're also going to be getting, and this is the big one for me, guys, because again, I said I'm the Far Cry 3, that's my favorite game of all time. Well, we're getting an updated version of Far Cry 3. So continuing to read through the article, it says, as it turns out, the included Far Cry 3 Classic Edition will also be a standalone game sold separately. Those who pre-order the Far Cry 5 Season Pass will get access to it 4 weeks early. The remaster is described as an update to the classic open world adventure game. We've reached out to Ubisoft to get details on what, if anything, has changed content-wise from the 2012 release. So there's a couple things that are cool about this. A, you can buy it standalone. So if you don't want to get the season pass, you can get this updated Far Cry 3 game. And what's interesting is they're saying that it's an update to the game. It says, quote, an update to the classic open world adventure game. So I wonder what exactly that means, an update. Because it almost strikes me as them saying, like, it's not necessarily a remake or a remastered version, it's just an update. So does that mean it's pretty much a direct port and then perhaps a bit of additional content added to it? One of the things that I've been clamoring for is to be able to play Far Cry 3 on my PlayStation 4, and right now there's just no way. I'm not sure if it's featured on PlayStation Now or not. I've never checked, but I don't like to stream games anyway. The latency and lag is an issue for me, but I'm curious to see what this actual update looks like. I hope it's a full remaster. That'd be super cool. For those of you that are, kind of deep into the Far Cry 3 lore, and you've been following up, late last year Ubisoft was teasing some things when it came to Far Cry 3. They changed all their pictures on their social media accounts to an updated image of the Far Cry 3 box art. And in the box art, I'll have the picture for you once I edit this video. But what you're going to see in this picture is like, a skeleton in the reflection of the water. So they were teasing some stuff last year, and then it kind of fizzled out. And everyone was just like, oh, I guess they were just celebrating the fact that it was the 5-year anniversary. Well, now we know what it was all about. So anyways, I'm hyped for all these updates. This freaking season pass looks absolutely amazing. I cannot explain to you guys how hype I am for these 3 pieces of content that we're going to be getting. I'm super ecstatic for Far Cry 5. I'm ecstatic for the classic Far Cry 3 getting an update. Like, all this is just making me freaking lose my mind. I hope you all share my enthusiasm. Please drop your comments in this video. Let me know what you think of all this news. You going to be diving into all this content? Or are you just going to check out the season pass? Or perhaps are you just going to check out Far Cry 5 by itself? Let me know. Be sure to share this video with your friends and let them know about the wonder that is the Game Day J Facebook page. Or if you're watching on YouTube, share it there too. Wherever you're watching this content, I appreciate you for stopping by. And please, again, like this page. I appreciate the support. And other than that, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was insightful, and I hope you learned something. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.